Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors in Winston, Chester. We're glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up, and we have a special guest here. But first, let's take a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. They've done a great job keeping folks cool this summer. But we appreciate Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew. High today, 94, low 82. So it's still warm. It says this weekend, the high won't be quite as high, but it's still going to be hot. Water temperature remains the same at the end of the period at 88 degrees. It's been steady for about 4 weeks now at 88 degrees. Been interesting to watch. Not much movement in the water temperature. Take a look at our river readings brought to us by Panama City, Coca-Cola, good folks down there. The Apalachicola Bluntstown this morning is reading a 4.8. It's steady. And the Choctawhatchee at Caryville, how about a 2.3 and steady? So you're going to be fishing Saturday or this weekend, you're looking at the river's going to be low, it's going to be steady, not a lot of movement in it. So it should be a good weekend on the river, and all those feeder creeks. It'll be nice to get up there in the shade and do some serious fishing. Our tide chart, the water is going to be moving really strong. That's brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. The high tide is this morning at 5:57. We're just about at high tide. And the low is going to be this afternoon at 5:51. They have about a 12-hour, but that falling tide is really strong today. And look at Saturdays also. So Saturday's falling tide is very strong. So really things lining up. Got a full moon coming up on Monday. So you need to get outdoors some this weekend on the creeks. Okay, the wind's going to be coming, actually switched around. It's coming east-southeast now at about 5 to 10. It's been coming out west for about a week, but east-southeast at 5 to 10. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with our special guest. Okay, welcome back, and welcome to our special guest this morning, Pat Bryant. Come all the way down from Camp Seclusion.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me again.
Well, we're glad to have you. It really lives up there in Georgia, but you remember the big squirrel hunt we had last year? That was just a big deal, and I invited Pat to come back because we were setting up for that. And so what have you been doing this past year since the squirrel hunt?
We've cleaned up the camp a little bit. Like I said, put new tent over the pavilion and changed out some dog pen gates because they were about 30 years old. So we got some of that stuff changed and just getting ready to do this again this year, which is what I called you about.
Yeah, Camp Seclusion. Tell folks where it is. You don't have to tell them exactly, but tell them how.
If you go south on Highway 12, south of Bristol, right before you get into the National Forest, County Road 333, wise off, and we are 7 miles from Highway 12 on 333. On the right, there's a blue sign out by the road that says Camp Seclusion. This year, you won't be able to miss it if I get everything that's been promised to me.
It's funny you said it because I missed it last year. It was hard to find, folks. This is back in the woods, and I love it. I see where you got named Seclusion, the Camp Seclusion and all, but y'all got a good situation going there. A lot of guys go hunt and fish out of that camp. And,
yes.
That's old Florida right there. So.
Well, the camp was originally on the Florida River down there. If you go all the way into the forest, right before you get to Larkin Road, there's a Forest Road 188. There at the Florida River. The camp leased 5 acres from the Corps of Engineers right there, and it was there. That's where we were originally at when I was 8 years old and first got in the camp. And then when the Corps of Engineers did their water management plan, we lost our lease because we only paid $1 a year for it because the camp was founded by some senators and lawyers and stuff from the 30s or something like that.
Yeah, those guys from Tallahassee, they would go down there, and there were a lot of laws passed in those camps, those fishing hunting camps. They really were. I mean, deals, not laws. Those deals were made. I wish I could have done some stories on those. It was amazing. Literally.
No doubt.
I know they were. But anyway, so you come up with this. You loved outdoors your whole life. You were in law enforcement at one time, so.
I did law enforcement for 20 years there in Georgia with the sheriff's office and the city of Bainbridge before I wound up getting sick and had to retire. And for about 4 years, I just sat around the house and came down, did my hunting, and I had to have something to do. So I come up with the squirrel tournament, doing it just off of the same the same setup as a bass tournament, except instead of 5 fish, you got 12 squirrels per person. And we put it together last year. I didn't have as much success with it as I wanted as far as the number of kids, but I think that was because of the Alabama youth dog hunters hunts. And that's the reason this year, instead of waiting for it to come in the National Forest, I brought it a week earlier, and going to do it the 2nd of November.
Okay. Here's our poster right here. Let's see. Camp Seclusion second squirrel hunt. Okay, let's see. November the 2nd. Okay. And we got it there's all the
yes, sir.
$30.
Going off the feedback I got from last year's tournament, instead of having the adults do individual, we changed that to a team, a 4-man team or 4-person team, depending on who wants to hunt. Because there were several folks that wanted to do that. So it'll be 4-man teams. The youth division is going to stay the same. It's going to be individual. Anyone 15 years of age or younger. I did have a man, is Mr. Keith Armandi. He gave me a cash sponsorship for $500.
Okay.
And so the youth division is guaranteed first place is $500 this year. That'll go up every time 5 people sign up and register, but they're guaranteed a minimum of $500.
Oh, good.
I'm still looking and hoping to find a sponsor that'll do the same or a little more for the adult division, but still working on that.
Yeah. That was such a fun time last year. Just great fellowship, and it was just good food and folks all around talking about it. It was special.
The kids that won the tournament and the ones that won the door prizes it made my day. That's what it was all for. I couldn't have asked, I'd have loved to have had a few more kids, but last year those kids walked away like it was Christmas morning, and I loved every second of it because we gave away so much stuff.
And we've got some big stuff to give away this year too. So let's take a break. We'll come back and look at those things. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Here we're talking about the big squirrel hunt that started last year, and Pat Bryant put it on. We had a lot of help. You had a lot of folks helping
yes,
out
sir.
last year.
I could not be more thankful to the folks that helped me out, and I've spoke with them. All the ones that helped me last year said they're going to help me this year.
Okay. I
don't know exactly what some of that's going to be, but I do have some bigger prizes this year. One, the camp is raffling off a 24 by 24 pole barn. Raffle tickets are $20 a piece. You don't have to be present to win this prize.
Check this out, folks. A 24 by 24 pole barn. Okay, you can win that, and you're only selling how many tickets?
Well, we only had 1,000 tickets printed up.
Okay.
They're if you win it, all you have to pay for is the delivery, and then of course the setup. But
I'll tell you something, those pole barns are easy to set up. You and a couple of guys can do it on a Saturday morning, I promise you. So
yes,
that's a great ticket right there. Okay.
Chris Black and his daddy-in-law at ABT Trust out of Bell, Florida.
Okay.
He's the one that donated it to us, and anybody in that area, or give these guys a chance to give you a quote and a price on whatever you got. He can build them any size.
That's right. And tell us about this right here.
This company right here gave us a $3,000 gift certificate toward a concrete floor job. They come in and clean the floor, paint it, put the paint flakes in it, and then seal it. And I was shocked as all get out the other day when I got that message.
What a great prize.
Yes, sir. Not sure exactly what the cost of one of those is as far as how big and what it would cover, but I would think $3,000 would go a long way.
It sure will.
And now that is a door prize. Well, you don't have to buy anything extra for that. I also have a 6-hour shoreline shark fishing trip that was donated by Shoreline Savages. They're on Facebook. They gave us a bunch of ammunition last year that we gave away.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I've got a youth turkey hunt for Georgia to give away.
Okay.
We won't be able to use it till around April, I think, is when it comes in Georgia, March or April. But my nephew's got a piece of property. He gave me that to give to a youth as a door prize for them and their parents. We're going to have tools, ammunition. We've got a optic for a 22 long rifle for squirrel hunters to use, and dog food. I spoke with Mr. David at the Piggly Wiggly there in Bristol. He's going to donate dog food again. We'll have something for everybody, just like we did last year.
It was just last year, just a table. Look at this table right here last year. All these prizes. Look at all this stuff that we're giving away. I mean, there's the dog food, and there's so many prizes. There's your camp right there in the back.
Yes, sir. That's the cookhouse and the
cookhouse
pavilion there.
Yeah, and
that young man was from Mariana, I believe. He won the pop-up tree blind. Yes,
sure did.
Tractor Supply out of Bainbridge, Georgia, gave us that one.
All right, and. This girl here was excited.
Young lady won a tackle box from American Pond there in Bainbridge.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we probably spent a good hour and a half to 2 hours just giving stuff away. We had so much stuff.
That's true, and it'll be the same way this year. We'll give all that stuff.
Yes.
So, and if folks want to donate something, how do they get a hold of you?
My phone number is on our Facebook page under Camp Seclusion Squirrel Tournament and Dinner.
Okay.
You can look that up, message me there, or my phone number.
Okay.
Message me there, and anything anybody would like to donate, every little bit helps. And like I usually tell folks, if you can't donate for both divisions, do it for the kids. The kids are the ones that are there for the other stuff. The adults are mainly there for the money.
Yeah, that's true.
But as long as everybody's, the people who are there have a good time, enjoy the fellowship, and enjoy the food, that's all we care about.
And you had some different booths set up. I talked to all kinds of different people.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to turn it into a event, and I've got a lady out of Bainbridge, Georgia, that has donated me a bouncy house and a slide for the small children. I've got several folks. One lady's messaged me interested in coming and setting up a booth to sell quilts and other homemade goods and stuff.
Somebody last year, I think they were selling some Tupelo honey. Seemed like there were different things.
My fiance was selling her jellies and stuff that she makes. She makes homemade jams and jellies, and
we bought some.
Yep,
we did.
She'll have a few more of them out this year too, as well. I'm sure she's getting into that part of the year where she starts making that stuff.
You start buying your Christmas presents and go and start early.
We're gonna have there'll be folks there with tumbler cups with stickers and all that stuff on them, T-shirts with making. I had a lady message the other day. She will have her computer and her machine where she can print the thing out and make your T-shirt right there that day.
Oh, cool! Is
the plan. And because of the limited space, I'm only gonna have one. No more than 2 people selling the same stuff.
Right. Except
for the people that come in. I kind of stole something from Bainbridge. We used to have what they call a Great River rummage sale there by the river during Rivertown days. And it's basically you come down, you set up your stuff that you would usually put at your yard sale.
Yeah.
But everybody sets up about in the same place. That way there's not a whole lot of traveling. It's all right there in one location. You come through, walk through. If you find something you like, you do. And like I said, I'm hoping to get enough people interested in being vendors that I can maybe go to Liberty County and convince them to make this into a full community day.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's take our final break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Today our guest Pat Bryant, all the way down from Bainbridge through Camp Seclusion. He spent a night there last night.
Yes, sir.
And came on down here this morning. We appreciate the drive. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe, 7:55 to 9:55 this morning, and 8:25 to 10:25. We're talking about the youth squirrel hunt and the big squirrel hunt. You got different divisions now. Tell us how you break down the division.
15 and under.
Okay.
Is considered a youth. If you have to buy a license, which you have to do at 16 years old, you buy a license, you're an adult.
Okay.
There's when you sign up or when you get to camp and check in, you'll be given a ticket for your door prize. And then if you choose to, you can also pay $10 extra for extra tickets. That's what we did last year.
Okay. Okay.
So you'll get one automatically for entering the tournament.
Okay.
And then if you want to buy extra, you can for the adults or the children.
Can people come in and just buy door prize tickets?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, they can.
So that's why, anybody can go over there and buy some of those door prize tickets. And he gave away stuff for over an hour last year. That's funny. We got some quickly. Let's go through some of these pictures from last year. Of course, this is a first deer. This was a youth hunt that y'all were doing.
Yes, sir. That young man won second place in the youth division last year. It's Caleb Simpson out of Stephen Ugly down there. Lives up the road from us at the camp.
All right.
His brother, I got a picture there in a few minutes. He killed a 7-point. That's my cousin's son. Killed his first deer during our
youth hunt?
Youth hunt dog weekend.
Yeah.
And that's Joshua Simpson. He's the one that won first place in the squirrel tournament. That was his first buck, I think.
Oh, cool.
He killed running dogs there.
All right, and this picture is from the squirrel hunt itself, right?
Yes, sir. That's the picture of all the kids that got in the squirrel hunt last year and the gift bags that we gave them.
Nice stuff. Everybody rod and reels?
I didn't get that young man's name, but he won one of the rod and reels that was donated. I think that rod was donated by the Quick Trip there in Bluntstown.
Tackle?
Caleb got another hat and a tackle box. That young man won the
a nice bow.
Brand new youth compound bow and a set of arrows that was donated by American Pond there in Bainbridge, Georgia.
Yeah, and then all this stuff is given
all
away.
The dog food, rods and reels. The fire pit was donated by Tractor Supply there in Bluntstown.
Oh, nice. And people can just buy tickets for these if they just
yes,
want
sir.
to go
If they don't want to, if they're not going to participate in the thing,
just go up there
in
and
the tournament. Come up. The tickets are $10 a piece.
Can they buy a meal too, or you gonna have enough food?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna do food again this year. We're probably not gonna do the barbecue this year. I think we're discussing doing hamburgers, hot dogs, and maybe a barbecue sandwich, but not doing the Boston butt plates and stuff like that this year. Do something a little easier.
Yeah. You don't have to hunt anything up. Just go up there and be a part of it. Just going to Camp Seclusion, looking around.
We're gonna have something for everybody.
Yeah, being up at that camp, it just you just don't see many of those places left anymore. The old hunting and fishing camps, and I have a deep appreciation of it because of my roots and generation after generation. These old hunting camps and all. A lot of good things that come from it.
If there were a lot more of those camps still around, and people would still be involved with them, you wouldn't have near the trouble we have sometimes these days.
I'm telling you, just get them. We talk about that all the time. Now I put your phone number on here. Let's look at if people want to call and ask you about it. Here's your phone number right here. Area code 229-220-7487.
Yes, sir.
Bryant, and I just wrote that down there.
Anybody has any questions they need answers to, feel free to call me or text me, and I'll get to you as soon as I can, or look me up on the Facebook page, and I can answer your questions from there as well. I'm going to start taking entries for the tournament and vendors on September 1st.
Okay, right around the corner. And here's the poster one more time. I know this is the first weekend, first Saturday of November, and there's the entry fee. And the youth division guaranteed $500.
Yes, sir.
And what you do, you just weigh in your 12 squirrels.
Yes, sir. You have to be back at the camp by 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
They can hunt anywhere.
They can hunt anywhere in the state of Florida they want to, as long as they're at the camp by 2 o'clock to check in. Check in. We have a cleaning station and everything with sink and running water. You clean your squirrels, bring them over, check them in, and weigh them in. And then when everybody's done and checked in, highest weight prevails.
It's exciting times. I know the Edwards family from Gadsden, Canada, they'll be there. They always,
Yes, sir. That's my cousin.
Edwards, your cousin, and he's actually an attorney now. And
Yep.
we probably distant kin because they won't wait up in my family tree too. So it'd be fun and fellowship for all.
Yes.
I'll talk about it some more between now and then. But what a unique thing, and I have a deep appreciation of folks doing things for young people in the outdoors. So thank
Yes.
you, Pat, and all your group doing.
Thank you. I appreciate you allowing me to come do this and reach out and everything you did last year for us. And
All right. Sounds
can't
good.
thank you enough.
All right. Thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. We appreciate the viewership. Y'all do something good for like they do for someone else today. You have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors. Take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.